members of the Pride, and welcome to another vlog. This is the third and final contest for Animallica, as far as I know. Unless Slice and Kill is willing to send me some more free games. As far as I know, he's probably not. I mean, he's already been incredibly generous. And I absolutely don't expect any more. So, but I have been absolutely loving this game, and so I'm very happy to be sharing this with other people because I tell you, I'm loving Animallica, everything about it. I mean, obviously, there's a couple of things that I kind of go but it's early access. Of course, there's going to be some things that you go on. So. Okay, so we are, you're probably curious about who has won the final contest. I have went ahead and done the drawing. The only way I could make it work, that I could validate it with Mama Bear, was to do it on through like a game. For some reason, I couldn't get her on my regular vlog. For some reason, it wasn't coming through. I don't know what happened. So here it is, and let's see who won. I'm excited. Are you excited? All right, so we are ready to do the official drawing for the Animallica Game Giveaway. Remember, we have 2 different games that we are giving away, and I have Little Mama Bear here. She has given me the official numbers and the official names of the people who have won. Mama Bear, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi, Mama Bear.
Hey, everybody.
We haven't heard from you in a while.
Yes, I'm thinking about changing that. So I'm not sure at the moment.
Good,
but
good.
I've been thinking about it.
I hope we see her back. I really do. Okay, so let's get to the nitty-gritty, what you guys have been waiting for. Now, as you recall, everybody who made a comment on on any of my videos between the time I posted Animallica episode 26 until Animallica episode 40, as long as you posted a comment and you liked the video, you got one entry into the contest. Also, anybody who is a Patreon member, they got 2 entries for every time they did that. And we went ahead and we added it all up, and Mama Bear gave me 2 separate numbers on my random list. And Mama Bear, can you verify that you gave me those 2 different numbers and you got them from a random generator?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. So all I did was apply those numbers to the list that I made, and so without further ado, the first number, the first name of the winner of the Animallica Game Steam Key. Bear in mind, I'm giving you Steam keys here, so you'll have to get Steam if you don't already have it. But the first the first name is, drum roll, Kimberly Condon. Kimberly Condon, well done. Congratulations. Kimberly, you're going to need to get a hold of me on my Discord. Just message me a message real quick. And let me know so that I can message you your Steam key. Well done, Kimberly.
Congrats, Kimberly.
And then, so the second winner of the Animallica game in my giveaway contest is Night Scream 456. Night Scream, congratulations. Well done, sir, or ma'am. I'm not sure if you know, one or the other. If I'm offending, I apologize. But Night Scream, congratulations, you have won an Animallica Steam Key as well. Please get a hold of me on my Discord so that we can talk about, so I can, so we can talk too. So I can message you the Steam Key for Animallica. Well done, everyone. Congratulations. And there we have it. Our two winners. Congratulations to you both. I am very excited that I'm able to do this kind of stuff. This was the first real contest that I've ever done on my channel. Even though it's three different contests, I guess it's all just kind of one contest with five different winners. Thank you so much for letting this be being a part of a milestone for me and for my channel. It was very cool to have been able to do this. So now that we've kind of got that part out of the way, let's talk coronavirus. I'm sure all of you are aware of this. I'm sure some of you are very nervous about this. Some of you are going to be outright afraid of this. And a lot of you are kind of just going, well, whatever, it's just another thing that has come around again. I lived through the last 20 of them. I'll live through this one. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and give you my thoughts on this, just because maybe you're interested and maybe you're not, or maybe I just need to get it off of my chest. But up until about maybe, I don't know, a couple days ago, before the CDC, I can't talk, CDC did their official a release of information on the coronavirus, also known as COVID-19. I honestly thought it was nothing more than just media hype again, because news loves to do this kind of thing. Any little thing pops up and, oh, let's really blow it out of proportion so that everybody's afraid and we can sell advertisement time and commercial time. And I rolled my eyes, just like I'm sure quite a large number of you did, and said, oh, give me a break. When are you going to give up on this nonsense? For Pete's sake, it's how many times are you going to try to scare us with the same boogeyman? I'll be the first to say I was part of the people that was making fun of it, and thought it was just, the news trying to sell some commercials, politicians trying to, sell their election, trying to sell their party, and using it as an excuse to bash each other. All the usual stuff. And it wasn't until the CDC came up and said, hey guys, by the way, this isn't media hype, it's real, that I really started taking this seriously. Now, am I afraid? No. And honestly, neither should you. And I say this with absolute 100% sincerity. Do not be afraid of this. And not just because, you're safe from it. That's not the point. As a matter of fact, from what the CDC said about Corona, in fact, you know what? Let's just kind of go over some maybe small details about that. The COVID-19 disease is considered novel. It is their terminology is it is novel, which means it has never come up before. This is an unusual thing that's never been determined, and the human race has never been exposed to this. That's the reason why they're so nervous about it, because most of the stuff in the world, we humanity has been exposed to it in some way, and we have built up antibodies to it in some way. Humanity has survived an enormous number of diseases in the past because of the antibodies that we built up from previous exposure, and that has continued to genetically follow our legacy throughout all of history. And so it's not often that a genuine, unique disease pops up. And that's the reason why the CDC is so nervous about this and why they're calling it pandemic. Pandemic, by the way, has nothing to do with lethality and everything to do with how widespread it is. It simply means worldwide. So for people who are like saying, oh no, I'm going to die from this, it's pandemic. No, that's not the wrong terminology, okay? the reason why I say this is because no matter what, pretty much everybody in the world at some point is probably going to catch this. Mainly because our bodies simply have nothing to defend against it. And because the virus itself is so slow to expose itself, I mean, the CDC said that it could be several days before we'll show any signs of ever having actually caught it. And so they fully expect the vast majority of the planet to be exposed to COVID-19. Now, I'm sure a lot of you right now are panicking. Oh my God, no, oh my God, that means we're going to die. No, we're not. Okay, we the humans, have survived an immense number of diseases in the past. Believe it or not, your body fights off disease every single day. Okay, even stuff worse than COVID-19. Every single day, you've simply built up various antibodies and immunities to it. So so you just take it for granted that you're being assaulted by all of these pathogens, but you just shrug it off and you don't even notice it because your body's doing its job. And your body's going to do the job again. You're going to catch COVID-19. It's fact. Just resign yourself to it. You're going to get it. There's really nothing to be afraid of, though. If you are a young person, and if you're like 30s and below, even 40s and below, you really have nothing to worry about at all. The number of actual cases where somebody died that were below the age of 50 are minuscule. Tiny, tiny, tiny. I mean, we're talking about out of the hundreds, out of the thousands, tens of thousands of cases, maybe one person under the age of 50 died. Now, forgive me, I'm not using exact numbers. I'm sure somebody has better numbers. But if you're a young person, stop worrying. It's actually probably a good idea that you get this, because it'll be like chickenpox. You'll get it, you'll be miserable for a while, but you'll survive it, and you'll never have to deal with it again. The real worry is for people who are older. And I have to say, I'm 49. The age bracket of where the lethality begins is 50. So I'm skating that line. Do I look worried? No, I don't. Am I going to catch it? Probably. Am I going to die from it? No. I'll even go so far as to say I'm almost guaranteed to get it. I have a job. I'm out in the public. And like I said, this is the kind of thing that it springs up on you and you don't know you have it until several days later. And then all of a sudden you're coughing a bit and you're going, oh my gosh, I'm sick. I'm messed up somehow. And, you go to the doctor. Congratulations, sir, you have COVID-19. Okay, you know what? If it happens, it happens. I am not worried. Because the lethality on this is not that high. Now, the older you get, the more lethal it becomes. That's absolutely true, which is why I say you younger people should be treating this as much like the chickenpox. Get it while you're young, so that you will be henceforth immune to it and not have to worry about when you get older potentially contracting this. You'll have built up the antibodies. Now, is that how it works for sure? No, I'm not a doctor. I'm not even going to pretend to be a medical professional or anything. I'm just using good old common horse sense. That when it comes to this kind of disease, you build, you will build up antibodies to it. You will, just like any other disease, you will build up a resistance to it. You're going to survive this. Stop panicking. Stop going out and buying every piece of toilet paper you can find. Stop trying to buy out all of the hand sanitizer and other stuff and in giant bulk. Stop. Stop. You're doing it, and there's no real good reason to do it, because you're going to survive this. You're going to survive this. And if you are, like me, in that older category, that there is a risk, okay, there are ways for you to be able to check yourself to make sure that if in fact it's looking like it's getting, you might potentially have this disease, you can get your butt to a doctor and they can take care of you. Most of the people who are dying from this are the people who don't get to medical, don't get the medical the medical help they need. We're in, I'm assuming that the vast majority of us are in a first world country of some sort. And first world medicine can handle this. It can handle this. Yes, you're going to be miserable, but you'll survive this. I firmly believe that. Now, obviously, I'm going to, there might be someday, sometime down the line, somebody's relative or friend or whatever ends up catching this and they die. And then they look at this video here and they say, you're going to survive. And if that happens, I truly, truly am sorry. And I hope that I am not going to upset you with these words. I intend these words to be encouragement. I intend these words to be an antithesis to your fear. Because I think that's the main problem we're facing with this. It has nothing to do with the virus itself, and it has everything to do with the fear that people are generating from this. Because there's going to come a time when there's going to be a whole lot of people sick from this. They're not going to be dying. They're just going to be sick from this. But because they're going to be sick from this, they're going to be fearful of dying, and they're going to start doing some crazy things. And those crazy things could include looting, stealing from your neighbors, beating up your neighbors in order to take their stuff, doing wild and desperate things and because you think you're going to die and, hey, I may as well do it. I'm going to die anyway. And doing one of a multitude of just stupid things that humans do when they're in fear. Don't fear this. Don't give in to the fear. Bravery is not the absence of fear. It is the facing of fear. Do I want to get sick? No. Am I in the dangerous age category? I'm sure skating it. Could that be me? Yeah. Am I afraid? No. Because it's stupid to. I'm not going to be afraid of it. If it comes my way, great. Am I going to take precautions? Of course. I'm washing my hands. Heck, I even looked up online how to make my own hand sanitizer. So, and I made up a batch because idiots are going out there buying up everything and denying it from other people because they're afraid, because they're terrified. And it boggles my mind how terrified we are of this thing that hasn't even hit your doorstep. It hasn't even hit your doorstep. The number of American cases right now is tiny, and y'all are freaking out already? Come on. What's going to happen when people actually start getting sick? When the United States suddenly sees its first real serious pandemic since, oh gosh, when was the last one? I mean, I want to say smallpox, or although smallpox was just infinitely more lethal. I can't. You know what? Forgive me. I'm terrible. Probably H1N1 because that was a pretty nasty flu, and I seem to remember like a lot of people died from that. But well, people didn't panic as much about H1N1 as they did about Corona. I mean, give me a break. Come on, guys. This is the time to face the fear. You are squeaking lions. You are lions. And lions are strong. Go out and be the strength for someone else. The ones that aren't strong. The people who are worried and nervous, don't add to their fear. Be their strength and help them become strong. Help them to gain bravery. Help them to face the fear. And for God's sake, stop the panic. Turn off your TV. You know, listen to the doctors, not the talking heads. You know, listen to the CDC, not politicians. Listen to the World Health Organization, the people who know what they're talking about, not idiots who are trying to sell you something, whether it's belief in political party or it's, buy this stuff, it'll save your life. Don't fall for it. We are humanity. Humanity has gotten through worse than this. And we'll get through this. We'll catch it, our bodies will adapt to it, and we'll move on. And it'll become the next, it'll just become, did you hear little Billy in grade school got COVID-19? Uh-oh, coronavirus, it's up again. That's all right, send everybody to school, have them all catch it so that they can get it young. Just like chickenpox. I'm just not seeing a reason to be afraid, guys. I'm just not. And until it's actually in your lungs and you're in bed, stop being afraid. When it's in your lungs and you're in bed and you have COVID-19 and you're dealing with it, then okay, you're entitled to your feelings. You're entitled to feel sick. You're entitled to deal with that when it comes across your doorstep. But until it's on your doorstep, wash your hands, take a shower, keep your house clean, keep your workspace clean, keep your school space clean. And when it inevitably you catch it anyway, you'll at least be strong and healthy, and you'll be able to fight it off, and we'll move past this. This is just one lion's opinion. I'm not medical, but as far as I'm concerned, there's just nothing to be afraid of. That's my take on it. And in any case, guys, that's going to do it for this particular episode. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, do the liking and the subscribing and the commenting down below. And feel free to leave comments on this. Whatever you feel about this coronavirus, about this COVID-19. If you have questions, I'm not a professional, but I know how to Google, and maybe I can find something for you. Maybe I can point you towards the CDC, and they can explain it to you. There are, the CDC is making this very open to everybody to see, so that people can learn about this and realize that yes, it's serious, but it's not life-threateningly serious unless you are of a particular age. And even then, most people are getting past it. So that's all. I mean, please feel free to leave comments down below. And hey, let's have a mature, serious talk, and let's stop being afraid, and let's stop panicking and acting like scared little mice. You're not mice. You're lions. And I believe in you. I always have. I believe in you. I know you are greater than you think you are. And as always, everyone, always remember that anyone can be a mouse that roars, but it takes someone special to be a lion that squeaks. So embrace your inner lion and squeak on! And, go wash your hands. It can't hurt.